The ecosystem made a prediction about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Israel visit even before he left Delhi. They said he won't speak on Gaza. They said he won't show the courage to call out genocide. They have been proven wrong. Standing next to Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem, Prime Minister Narendra Modi looked the world in the eye and announced India's full backing. Yes, full backing for the Gaza peace plan. He said it plainly that humanity cannot be the victim of conflict. Adding to the heartburn of the opposition, the Prime Minister's unflinching message on terrorism. From the floor of the Israeli parliament, he condemned the October 7 Hamas attack and asserted that no cause on earth, no cause whatsoever can justify the murder of civilians. One visit, every charge demolished. And the ecosystem in India, still in denial, still searching for a narrative that now stands completely decimated.
भारत और इजराइल पूरी तरह से स्पष्ट है कि आतंकवाद का दुनिया में कोई स्थान नहीं है। किसी भी रूप में, किसी भी अभिव्यक्ति में आतंकवाद को स्वीकार नहीं किया जा सकता। हम कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर आतंकवाद और उनके समर्थकों का विरोध करते रहे हैं और आगे भी करते रहेंगे। भारत की सोच स्पष्ट है। ह्यूमैनिटी मस्ट नेवर बिकम अ विक्टिम ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट।
तो ऐसे में मोदी जी जो 140 करोड़ लोगों के नुमाइंदे हैं, वो जाके एक क्रिमिनल के गले लगे, उससे मिले।
जो गाजा के अंदर नरसंहार हो रहा है, जिस तरह से वहाँ मासूम बच्चों को कत्ल किया जा रहा है, उनकी जानें ली जा रही हैं, उस पर भी अपना विचार रखें और इस्राइल पर दबाव बनाएं कि गाजा के मसले को बातचीत के जरिए शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से उसका समाधान हो।
लेकिन फिलिस्तीन में हुए नरसंहार के लिए प्रधानमंत्री कुछ बोल पाएंगे, मुझे नहीं लगता।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us on this debate is Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, who's an author, advocate Talha Rashdi, who is spokesperson, Rashtriya Ulema Council. We have with us Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, and also Vivek Srivastava, political analyst. Good evening once again to all of you. Vivek Srivastava, let me begin this debate with you. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, even before the Prime Minister reached Israel, had said that I hope the Prime Minister mentions genocide of thousands of innocent men, women and children in Gaza while addressing the Knesset on his upcoming trip to Israel and demands justice for them. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he was addressing the Israeli parliament and also today, after the delegation level talks with Israel, he said that he carries with him the deepest condolences of the people of India for every life lost and every family whose world was shattered in the barbaric attack by Hamas on October 7. He says the Gaza Peace Initiative, which was endorsed by UN Security Council, offers a pathway. India has expressed its firm support for the initiative. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah, these are the statements of a weak man, a weak statesman who is compromised, who does what he's asked to do by the Americans, who has made this great country a colony of America and Israel, and is on the way of every possible economic compromise. Islamophobia is on the rise, and it's a great gift on Ramzan to the Muslims across the world. ये बच्चों की लाशों पे, औरतों की लाशों पे जो राजनीति की जा रही है, डिप्लोमेसी की जा रही है. 1948, the map of Palestine and Israel. 1966, the map of Palestine and Israel. 2026, the map of Palestine and Israel. So-called two-nation theory. They are different. And the Arabs have lost their land. That is the truth. You can be Islamophobic. Dr. Ranganathan बैठे हैं. मैं जाऊंगा चाइना अभी और जाके सारी मस्जिदों की फोटो वीडियोस बना करके नादिरा मैडम को भेजूंगा. I'll request her broadcast करिए. Listen. और मैं वहां पे प्ले कार्ड लेके बैठूंगा. Israel don't award the highest national author to Dr. Ranganathan. That is what he's trying. भारत रत्न तो मिलेगा नहीं लग रहा है. अब इनको इजराइल को ऑनर चाहिए.
Okay,
तो
Dr.
मैं
Anand
आपके कहने
Ranganathan,
पे,
I
sir,
think
China
perhaps
जा
the
रहा हूं.
opposition
और
is
आपको
also
direct
quite
भेजूंगा सारी
selective
वीडियो.
when it comes to
Stop giving a
listening.
bad name to great countries.
Because I don't think the opposition paid attention to the point that the Prime Minister made on Gaza, not once, but again,
don't
when he
want
was
to.
speaking today,
We are
very
not
conveniently
interested.
that part was
You are
ignored.
diplomatic.
And all of that he said
Why
when he
is
was
the Prime
standing
Minister
next to
saying
Israeli
that
Prime
Israel is a
Minister.
terror state?
Okay. I think he's also forgotten, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, that Jyoti Basu also had visited
doesn't the
Israel.
Prime Minister say
Okay,
that Israel
Anand
is a terror
Ranganathan,
state?
Dr. Ranganathan, please. Vivek Srivastava, you've made your point. Anand Ranganathan, sir. Yes.
First of all, Vivek is a dear friend, continues to be. And the fact of the matter is, whatever people say, I think it's wrong when they call Vivek an anti-national. He's not anti-national. He loves his
calling
nation.
him an
China.
anti-national. I didn't call him anti-national.
I'm saying when people call him anti-national, he's not. He loves his nation, China. So let's stop calling him anti-national. And I'll tell you why he hates Israel. Because anyone who has helped India is an enemy of the communists. That is the reason why communists hate Israel. Do you know in 1971 war, when our backs were against the wall and the world was against us, most, if not all Arab nations, our so-called friends, ditched us, sided with Pakistan. It was only Golda Meir and Israel that came to our urgent rescue.
Okay.
And then Prime Minister said that I hope Mrs. Indira Gandhi returns the favor. But she didn't. He backstabbed Israel in 1973 Yom Kippur War.
Okay.
Then Kargil.
Okay.
When Israel was the one, despite US sanctions, gave us important critical ammo that helped turn the tide of the war.
Okay.
That is why Vivek and people like Vivek, they hate Israel because Israel has helped India win wars. And these are the same communists, just 10 seconds.
Okay. No, I don't have a lot of time. We'll have to keep it really fast because Advocate Tala is also waiting patiently. And how will you like to respond to what the Prime Minister said on Gaza specifically?
Good evening, everyone. India has always been a nation. Our foreign diplomacy was never transactional. It was moral. And so the question is, how can India support or embrace a war criminal, a genocide enabler, and remain mum on the 35,000 children, women, and innocent human beings killed in Gaza? That is the question.
Did you hear the Prime Minister speak? Did you hear the Prime Minister speak in the Israeli Parliament yesterday? आपने सुना था उन्होंने क्या कहा कल पार्लियामेंट में?
उन्होंने कंडेम किया 7 अक्टूबर के इंसिडेंट को. उन्होंने कंडेम किया हमास को. He called them terrorists, but did he condemn the killing of 75,000 innocent Palestinian civilians? How can a prime minister belonging to the land of Gandhi
I don't think Pradeep Bhandari, anybody really paid attention to what the Prime Minister said because I have the transcript. He said, अब बोलने क्या दें आपको? आपसे सीधा सवाल पूछा है, आप कह रहे हैं ये नहीं बोला, वो नहीं बोला. आप झूठ थोड़ी बोल सकते हैं व्यूअर्स के लिए.
from Nehru to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, हमने हमेशा पैलेस्टीनियन कॉज को सपोर्ट किया.
नहीं तो यहाँ पर भी तो प्रधानमंत्री ने पैलेस्टाइन की बात की ना. आपने सुना था उन्होंने क्या कहा पार्लियामेंट में? चलिए मैं बता देती हूँ कि ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास. वन सेकेंड ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज. मैं बता देती हूँ क्योंकि शायद आपके पास वक्त नहीं था सुनने का. उन्होंने क्या कहा? उन्होंने जब कहा द गाजा पीस इनिशिएटिव व्हिच वाज एंडोर्स्ड बाय यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल ऑफर्स अ पाथवे. इंडिया हैज एक्सप्रेस्ड इट्स फर्म सपोर्ट फॉर द इनिशिएटिव. वी बिलीव दैट इट होल्ड्स द प्रॉमिस ऑफ अ जस्ट एंड ड्यूरेबल पीस फॉर ऑल द पीपल इन द रीजन इंक्लूडिंग बाय एड्रेसिंग द पैलेस्टीन इशू. Let our efforts be guided by wisdom, courage and humanity. शायद ये आपसे मिस हो गया होगा. कोई बात नहीं. प्रदीप भंडारी, then तहसीन पूनावाला.
Well, I believe today on your show, Vivek Srivastava has just called Jyoti Basu and Sitaram Yechuri both as absolutely anti-communist because these were the two men who in 2000 and 2007 visited Israel. So I believe who is a better, bigger communist, whether it is Vivek Srivastava or Jyoti Basu, it's for the viewers to decide. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the only leader who's been awarded the highest honor from Palestine. He's also the only leader who's been awarded the highest honor from Israel. This is what irks them, that India's foreign policy today is not a dependent foreign policy. It only believes in India's national interest. Aligning with Israel is in our national interest. Israel also helped us in Operation Sindoor when we needed it most. And these people are also anti-farmer, because with Israel, we have a very critical arrangement in order to help our farmers. Israel is also a land of innovation. It helps us strategically as startups. So let us be very clear. We will do what is in our national interest. And just 10 seconds. Prime Minister visited Palestine in 2018, UAE in 2018, Oman in 2018, and Jordan in 2018.
Right.
Exactly a year after 2017 when he visited Israel.
Right.
In fact, in this very year, it is the Emir of Qatar who visited India. And we have a $100 billion commitment. So what is irking them? They believe that about Palestine.
What is irking the opposition is the question that BJP is asking Tehseen Poonawalla. And the other question is, can political sentiment really drive the foreign policy of a country? Because here I think the opposition suffers from politics of convenience. I'll call it amnesia, also selective amnesia, because I was just looking at some data. India's development assistance of close to $80 million has happened for Palestine in the last 11 years, and it is almost double that of the amount that was given in the preceding 65 years.
I think 10 seconds, can I take?
So Hina, you've answered the question yourself. Prime Minister Modi is continuing on the same policy, which is India's foreign policy. We'll choose to remain friends with whoever we want, not take sides.
But opposition is saying PM is compromised. You just heard Vivek Srivastava also say weak Prime Minister, PM is compromised.
May I please make some intellectual points? Number two, I'm very offended as an Indian. Time and again, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, my dear brother, and the BJP spokesperson Pradeep Bhai keeps saying, oh, Israel helped India. No, India and Israel are together. We are friends. Please, Pradeep, I didn't interrupt. We are friends, but we are also business partners. Israel became the second highest arms supplier to India, which India paid for under the UPA. It's not a one-sided relationship. It's a mutual relationship. Stop putting India down. Now that's the third part. I think what we need to address very seriously, is the Israeli Prime Minister's proposal for a hexagonal alliance that he's talking about, which in my opinion is not good for India. If, for example, we see Iran is an enemy, which Israel does, how are we going to access Afghanistan?
But that's his proposal. India has not said anything about hexagon of alliances, by the way. It was Pakistani parliament that got completely rattled and passed a resolution against it. India has not said a word on hexagon of alliances so far. So we leave it there. Thank you very much, all of you gentlemen. Appreciate you all for joining us here on this debate on the News Hour. Heading into a short break.